Hey guys, anyone who knows me knows that I have this huge fascination with vintage items. In fact, it's more of like an obsession. This obsession started when I started collecting vintage cameras. Then it slowly moved on to phones, and then video games, and then any kind of vintage stuff that I could get my hand on. You know, I've always wanted to have this channel on YouTube where I could discuss my love for all that is vintage. And I think this quarantine period is the right time to do it. So to start off this series, I am doing a review of a beautiful small camera called the Konica Pop. This is a simple point and shoot 35mm film camera which was made from 1982 to 85. So yeah, it's an old camera. It was low on featured, low price and really easy to use. Available in many colors and originally made in black, I believe I got the best from the rest, a red one, because red is also kind of my favorite color. The cameras that were made in 82 all had an hexagon written on it, and the ones that were made after 82 didn't have it. So indicated by this hexagon written here, mine was made in 82. So it's the original one, guys. Okay, so I will take you through a step-by-step process describing the technicalities of this camera. Let's start with the upper portion. It just has two mechanisms here, the manual film advance lever and a small black shutter button. Right next to these, you will also find the film count. On the front side, you will find the brand name Konica Pop along with the front side of the viewfinder and the flash. Below the flash is a slider button which when hit pops open the flash, hence the name Pop. In the center, you will find the lens section. The lens has a focal length of 36mm with a maximum aperture of f4. If you take a closer look at the lens section, you will find the brand name Japan Konica on its left side, and on the right you will see hexagon and f4 36mm written on it. At the bottom, you will find a small sliding mechanism which is used to change the ISO of the camera, and on the top you'll see a small colored section with the ISO on it. The camera also comes with a neat lens cap cover with a pointy end so that you know when it's on or off. You see, the thing about this camera is what you see from the viewfinder is not always reflected on the lens, as the two are not connected like they are in SLRs or DSLRs cameras. What this means is often that the cap can be still on the lens when you look through the viewfinder and you'll be able to see your subject in front. Only after you have taken the photo, developed and printed it will you know that you forgot to remove the lens cap. Have you ever had a finger come on your photo but everything looked fine from the viewfinder? Well, kind of like the same thing here. The back of the camera is pretty simple with just the viewfinder and two LED indicators. The LED on the left side of the camera is for the flash. It lets you know when the flash is charged up for the next shot by turning orange, and the LED on the right side is kind of an exposure meter as it lights up red when the subject is underexposed. Below this is a small button which opens the back of the camera from where you can load your film. This camera, or for that matter any other film camera, doesn't require a battery as such. Having said that, this camera only requires a battery if you're going to take the advantages of flash photography and the red LED indicator on the side of the viewfinder. It takes in two AA batteries, but if you're planning to just take photos outside in the sun, then you don't need any batteries. On the underside, you will find one of the most fascinating things about this camera, and that is its unique folding rewind lever. This is the only time I've seen this in any film cameras. For most of the cameras, this lever is on the top. You will also see a tripod mount on it, which is really funny considering that there is no self timer, no bulb mode or long exposure feature of any kind. So with a fixed shutter speed of 1 by 1/25 of a second, I really have no idea when, where or why anyone would mount this camera on a tripod. It also has a wristband which comes in really handy when you are just shooting and on the go. You see, I only try and buy cameras that work because I just don't want them to look pretty on my shelf, you know. So of course I tested the camera. I'd like to share some photos here with you. I used the Kodak Colorburst 200 ISO film with this one, and below are some photos I took with this camera. One peculiar thing I learned about this camera is that it produces cooler temperature in all its pictures. It had a nice blue tint on it and some light leaks. Most of the photos I took with it also had a nice vintage feel to it, which was exactly what I was expecting. So my final thoughts on this camera are, this isn't the camera for you if all you do is care about sharp images with the right color. It won't give you very sharp photos. It also has this major tendency for light leaks, which is a plus for me, but I can't say the same for everyone else. But for people like me who love the feel of vintage look in their photos and who enjoy using lo-fi technology, you should definitely buy this camera if you ever get a chance. No second thought, guys. In my view, this is definitely a collector's piece, and my final goal with this camera is to buy all the colors that were produced. So, I will be taking this camera out for a spin again soon once the lockdown ends, and will share some more pictures with you. Till then, stay home, stay safe, cheers. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching the video. If you like the content, then do subscribe to my channel. You can leave a comment down below telling me how the video was, and I will try to regularly upload more videos like this. Thank you so much.